Here's the secret. You don't have to be in front of the camera to actually be an actor. Yes, I said it. You don't have to be in camera to be an actor. There are so many different types of ways you can be an actor that, do you even know what is what and what is who? Yeah, I don't think you know the difference between a co-star and a guest star or working backstage. And did I mention voiceovers? Yes, there is so much a part of this industry that we don't even talk about, but I feel like here is the breakdown of each and every one. And let's see which one you're most interested in. If you're new here, hi my little stars, it's your girl Mia back at it again with another video. Y'all, tell me why. I forgot to put my contacts in. So we just rocking the glasses right now, bare nails. I'm coming to you raw and uncut, okay? But if y'all don't know anything about me, one thing for sure, I am an actress and a model based here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I've been seen on shows such as Young Dylan. I've also been seen on a TV movie called My Family Signing Day. You probably see me all over your internet and your For You page. So, I mean, come get cozy with me as we get to know a little bit about this industry. Yes, this acting industry, because it's way bigger than what you think it is. Some people don't even know what's really going on, and I'm here to break it all down. So make sure you get your notes, your pen, and your paper, because guess what? You better be taking some notes. Yeah, let's start with background acting. Honestly, this is the easiest. And when I say easiest, I mean easiest thing you could ever do. You could fake eat. You could dance around and do the little cha-cha slide if you need to. You never know. Shoot, I just did background for T-Pain.
7 days, girlie, we can tell. Get her ass, get your man, shawty, you can tell.
Excuse me? Wow, it is crowded in here. I heard about this place on reddit.com. It seems to be very popular within our age group. Excuse me, ladies. I'm just gonna sconce right past you.
Who would have thought? I know, right? And I've been doing movies for background, but let's just say background has a love-hate relationship in this world. We need them, of course. We need background actors because guess what? If you are just in a room and it's just one other person and y'all are just talking and you're in a restaurant, that's not gonna look natural. That's not gonna look real because real people are in a restaurant full of other people. But the crazy part is, it's not just normal people, it's actors. So if you ever seen those Tyler Perry movies where they're fake eating, yes, we really do have fake food. The food be cold sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But enough on that. A little bit deeper on actual background acting. It's called extra work. It's different ways to even get bumped up, and within that, which is called features. Now, I actually had the privilege of being a featured actress as a background for Tyler Perry's Young Dylan.
I said hi! I can't believe this. Me neither. That store is perpetuating an unrealistic beauty standard, which is a cornerstone of the male patriarchal system. Look at this. What teen girl would want to wear heels that high? A man created those heels to keep women down. Looks like they're keeping her up. That girl has to duck under clouds.
Now for this show, they tell you, okay, let's back it up. If we're speaking about putting this on your resume, don't do it. But if it's featured background that you can like tweak a little bit, you know, just sauce it up a little bit, like I did on my resume. You can make something shake, Boogie. You can make something shake. I promise you. It's not them. Well, it is them. It's not you, it's them. Okay? Background acting has a lot of love-hate because in all actuality, you're just another number in the crowd. You play the very sad violin. But because it's so needed, it's very easy to get work. So if you're looking for something to get you really into the industry, where I say like you get a lot of experience about being in background and seeing how everything works and how the camera guy works and this, that, and the third, and the lighting and the food and the you'll see it all. You might not get treated the best, It's way easy to get work. You'll constantly get booked for it because remember how I said before that you just need a headshot to get booked? Yeah, this is the role where you only need a headshot to get booked, Boogie. That's it. You ain't gotta come with no reel, no nothing. Headshot, slide that on the table. You booked, baby, as long as you look good. Also, did I mention how good it is to meet so many different celebrities? Like when I tell you, I would have never thought that I would have met, oh my God, what's her name? She's from Shameless. Bro, she is so funny. When I tell you, actually, we'll save that story time for another time if y'all really want to hear about my behind the scenes acting journeys. But you're here for one thing and one thing only. So let's get to work. Next, we are going to talk about day players. So day players are typically the ones that are speaking and they're just there for the day. I did this when I was in my Tubi movie and I was just there for the day, but day players are typically based around just movie roles. That's why they say day player. When it goes into TV and film, that's when it goes into co-star. So you might be a co-star and you might be just there for the day and you'll be there for a couple episodes. So in that case, you would think of it more as say a person is walking into a new restaurant and you're the hostess, okay? You're the hostess with the mostest. That host is typically a day player because you're only needed for a couple scenes. You might go tell them, hi, welcome to Mia's restaurant. How many people are with you? Oh, okay. And then you do, have a nice meal. And then, or you might even be the waitress. So give or take, you get what I'm saying? It's usually not too much speaking, but for the roles that do allow that, typically they don't have too much to like actually say. So sometimes you can work around with the actual directors to get you to say a little bit more or say what your character might actually be feeling. Get what I'm putting down? Yeah. Start using that yapper. And next, we have guest stars. Guest stars are usually there for a TV show for multiple episodes. Usually like 2 to 3, where what's different between a co-star and a guest star is that you might be doing 2 scenes in one episode, where this one, you might be seeing a lot in those episodes. Like, you know who's my favorite? Oh my goodness. You remember the brother from, the brother from, oh my goodness. Why is it blanking on me? Stranger Things. Y'all remember the brother from Stranger Things?
Afternoon, ladies.
Afternoon, Billy.
He was there for a lot of episodes. I feel like he was a little bit more bumped up in the era, but you remember how he was there for a couple episodes. He was there for a couple episodes and the next thing you know, usually that's what happens to most guest stars. No offense, but they usually end up dying. I don't know why they just be killing them, but that would be like a decent example of being a guest star because he was there for a couple episodes. He yap. Cause that's what it counts. Cause that's what counts. Y'all don't even want me to get into SAG rules. Actually, let me know if y'all really want me to break down SAG rules, especially in different states. Cause SAG is not the same in Atlanta as it is in New York. Okay? It's not the same, boo. It's not the same. Same goes for LA. It's not the same. So leave a comment and say SAG down below, and I'll really actually bring a whole breakdown video. I'll actually make a whole breakdown video talking about what SAG is in different states. Cause y'all gonna need to know that too. Next, we have a reoccurring character. Now this one, you're getting booked way more. Okay, if I had to give a rough example, I feel like a good reoccurring character. Can you tell I don't really watch TV like that? I feel like a good reoccurring, like this is just for an example only because she was actually technically there for the entire season. But I feel like a good example of this would be Kat from Euphoria, and how in season 3, she would only pop her head in here and there. She was like considered like a reoccurring, even though she was a part of the main cast. This is just an example of just taking a season and breaking it down on how she was just there for like, you know, episode here, an episode here, an episode here, an episode here. But she was there a lot more than her character completely like dying off or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Is you catching my drift? She had a lot more to say too. Like, that's what I'm really catching at. You feel me? I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense. If this is making sense, let me know. And next, we have supporting characters. Now, they get so much love. But I feel like my favorite supporting character has to be Frozone.
Honey!
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
Put it away.
Where?
Why do you need to know?
I need it!
Don't you think about running off to doing no daring do? We've been planning this dinner for 2 months.
The public is in danger!
My evening's in danger.
You tell me where my suit is, woman! We are talking about the greater good!
Greater good? I am your wife. I'm the greatest good you are ever gonna get.
He should have been a main character. I'm sorry, but he should have been the lead. But Frozone ate up his supporting character activities, okay? But you notice how he was right there by the sidekick, okay? He was sidekicking it. Because he was right there next to Mr. Incredible. So usually supporting characters are like typically the people of the main cast. You would see them like every single episode pretty much, but they're not considered the lead. And a good example of this would be like, well, Frozone. He's not the lead, but he supports the mission of the project. Honestly, he saved the world, if you ask me. Anywho, now we have the lead. This is what we all want. We all want to be Zendaya, okay? We all want to be Zendaya. But, you know, not everybody can be Zendaya sometimes. So that's why we have all these other roles too. Because sometimes you can't be Zendaya. But guess what? You are still needed as a part of this industry. Because you never know where you might fit. So now that I broke down all the main ones, and of course there's other things that are considered behind the scenes. Or even a little bit more in front of the scenes. So let's break down the overall highlights. Let's start with commercial work. So commercial work is a little bit different. Now, it's still considered like the breakdowns of the same roles in general, but I feel like commercials are just a whole different avenue especially when you're in this industry, because you're not shooting for months and months at a time. Some of these you might be shooting months and months at a time. But usually commercials, you might be shooting for a couple days a week at most. And on top of that, you make residual income. Huh? What does residual income mean? Huh? Tell me. It means that every single time that commercial plays, you making dinero. Yeah, baby. So, sometimes you might be the lead. Sometimes you might be something else, you know. You never know what you might be playing into. But again, the same list falls down for commercials, where it's the lead, the supporting, the background. But the cool part is that you'll actually get credit for it. But we'll talk about that in another video. Next, there's a voice acting. Remember how I said you don't have to be in front of the camera to really be an actress? Yes. And the actor? Yes. Voiceover work is all that you see on anime, cartoons, television shows, all the little things that you see. Cartoon Network, Powerpuff Girls, okay? All those are voice acting. And if you have a good voice, but you might be a little shy on camera, this might be good for you, because a lot of people tend to be a little timid, but they make really good voices, especially if you know how to do the little hi, or hello, welcome to to the world of the unknown. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. But those are considered voice acting. And then there's stunt work. Now, stunt acting is similar to what I would say a stand-in. But the only difference is that you're actually like fighting. You might be doing something, like you might have some katana work. Like you just never know. Like I'm telling you, like I've seen some good fight scenes, and half the time you would think that it's the main actor actually doing it. Whole time they have a stunt double. Yes, a stunt double. So you're not even speaking, but if you're good at being acrobatic and gymnast and all these other different things that you might look like someone and will help in that, there you go, baby. You ain't even got a yap on camera. You just gotta fight the crime. Do the time. Yeah. And when I said a stand-in, those are usually, you're not on the camera at all. And I wouldn't really bring it up in this video because it's not considered you really putting any real effort in, because you're really just standing in somebody else's place. But it does make you money, okay? Yes, it does. And it's a real job that they need out here. They still need people to stand in for somebody else. So if I had a duplicate of me, they would be my stand-in. You feel me? Yup. So let's wrap this little video up. There is background acting, which can be bumped up to featured acting. So make sure you network. But we'll talk about how to do that in another video. And then there is day players, co-stars, guest stars, and we have the supporting, the lead, we have commercial work, we have voiceover work, and we have stunt work and a little bit of stand-in work, okay? So these are all the different avenues that you can actually be a part of the industry in. So comment below which one are you most interested in working with, because I'm definitely interested in hearing what your thoughts are. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And my little stars, are y'all excited for the next video? Because I am. Because episode 5, oh, we gonna talk about how to find the money, baby. We talking about how to find that job. Because first I had to give y'all a breakdown of what job you was looking for and what it was like, what might be the little requirements. But no. Nah. Let's talk about money. Until next time, little stars. See ya.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced.